This video covers the installation of CUBIS SANEarth conductive concrete for BT OpenReach installations. This video is for information and guidance only. Further information on the installation is available through the installation method statement. For more information on the CUBIS SANEarth material, please consult the material safety datasheet. At certain points of the installation, it is a requirement to take a photograph for internal audit purposes. Keep the bags of conductive concrete in the vehicle until ready to deploy. PPE should be worn for the duration of the installation. Excavate an area to match the job packet D-slam build dimensions to accommodate the copper earth electrode as shown in the drawings. The depth should be 700 mm if casting a cabinet base in situ, or 750 mm if using a precast base. Remove any undulations to ensure the bottom of the excavation is as level and flat as possible. Place the bags in the base of the excavation before opening to avoid waste of the product and reduce the dust levels. Take a sharp knife and carefully slice open the conductive concrete bag on one side across its width just below the filler spout. Lay the top open side of the bag on the earth at the bottom of the excavation and slowly lift the bottom of the bag up, allowing the conductive concrete powder to flow from the bag freely. Spread the contents of 2 bags of conductive concrete across the bottom of the excavation. Spread one bag along the telco trench for approximately 2 meters, holding the bag close to the ground to avoid excessive dust. The remaining bags should go on the plinth. Spread the powder evenly around, covering the entire footprint of the excavation. After confirming the orientation of the cabinet on which side the earth connection will enter, install a supplied 16 mm squared copper electrode, taking care to ensure that the copper is kept away from the edges of the excavation. Ensure that the insulated copper tail is in the correct position. Avoid the copper earth electrode being pushed through the conductive concrete and touching the earth at the bottom of the excavation. Ensure the copper electrode is run for the full length of the duct trench, ideally for 2 meters. If this is not possible, the copper conductor must be coiled back from the furthest point and run back along the trench towards the D-slam plinth hole, ensuring the coiled back section does not touch the surrounding earth and is covered by conductive concrete material. At this point, the contractor should take a photograph for internal audit purposes. If the telco duct trench length is less than 1 metre, then the power trench must also be used using the alternative pre-attached copper tail, ensuring the conductive concrete material is also deployed into the power trench opening. Each site may differ due to location. Please consult with your CT supervisor and OpenReach contracts manager if there are any individual site issues. For the long-term performance and longevity of the electrode system, it is imperative that the copper electrode does not touch the earth and that it is fully encapsulated in the powder. Allow the insulated earth cable to protrude up through the conductive concrete in the desired location. Use the D-slam plinth template or polylid to determine the exact location of the insulated copper electrode. This is typically the back left-hand corner or the specific location marked on the plan drawing. If the spare tail is unused, coil into a piece of black duct 36, minimum length of 200 mm, for future use and cap with a plug. Ensure that the plugged end is free from the material to allow future access. Spread the contents of the 2 remaining bags of conductive concrete across the bottom of the excavation, taking care to ensure that the copper electrode is surrounded by the material. This can be done with a broom to avoid disturbing the electrode. With a hand shovel, slowly and carefully place a layer approximately 100 mm deep of earth free from stones from the excavation on top of the concrete, taking care not to disturb the electrode and duct. Lightly compact the backfill. Subsequent layers of backfill can then be placed onto this layer to the specified depth and compacted using a hand tamp. At this point, the contractor should take a photograph for internal audit purposes. If the earth free from stones from the excavation is of poor quality or not available due to the particular local ground conditions, the contractor must consult with local OpenReach contracts manager regards sourcing suitable alternative soft soil. This initial layer of soil must be hand tamped before subsequent layers of backfill material are applied. Type 1 material can now be placed to the required depth and compacted to the received concrete plinth base. Remove the empty bags after use as per regulations for bags of ordinary cement. Ensure that the A55 earthing electrode document is completed, showing the location, length and direction of the copper tail and whether both tails have been used. Ensure the location of black duct 36 is noted. Please also ensure that the label provided is placed on the insulated earth cable.